Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at variables in UiPath. So what to expect from the video? We'll be looking at the different types of variables in UiPath and how you can use them. So I'll go ahead and jump in. I've created my project, variables in UiPath variables. I'm choosing Windows language. I'm going with VB.NET. So go ahead and pull my multiple assign here. I'll encapsulate it in a sequence. So we could go with a variable like student number. So how we create variables, I've just created a variable using a shortcut on my keyboard, Ctrl+K. Then I created the variable, so it's Ctrl+K, then the name of the variable, student number. Alternatively, you can create it from the variables panel, and as well as from the data manager panel from here. So by default, every time you create a variable, it will come with a string data type. So student number, let me say it's 100, which is an integer. So I come in here and I change my value from string to integer. So how it works? So the student number is my variable name, and my variable value is 100. So if I come and right line, which is like printing out on the screen, let's say in double quotes. So this is a string variable. Okay, this is an example of a string I have. Student's number, student. So if I'm printing it out to the screen, since it is an integer, it will be throwing an error. So it's incompatible. So I have to convert it to a string to be able to print it out in the terminal, or in my output terminal, in my output panel. So if I put a breakpoint there and then I run in debug mode, I'm pressing debug file. So if I debug file here and you check student.getType, so this is how we check types in VB.NET. So it shows that system.integer. Continue. Then I'll print it out. It has printed it out on the screen. So we also look at, let me say, we could have a rating, Ctrl+K rating, which is I'll go with, because a rating can be a decimal point number. So I come in here, I don't have any decimal point data type, variable type here, so I'll go in browse and I'll type in double. So I'll pick the system.double, and my value will be, let me say, 4.99. So that's another data type. And also we could say like is published. Okay, and this will be of type Boolean. So Boolean is like yes or no. It's either true or false. So this comes in handy while making decisions within your program. We'll look much in detail how we could use it in the control flows chapter. We could also have, let me say, student names. Control K, student names. And this could be an array, could have a collection of items. This could be an array of type string. So for you have to open braces. Then I'll say, let me say my student 1 is Kakoza. Student 2, Alan. Student 3, Klaus. So if I run this in debug mode, if you want to run in debug mode using your keyboard, you can use F5. So if I press F5 on my keyboard, you see if I say student name, okay, the better name could have been student names because there are many. You see that I get a string, an array of 3 strings. I can access them like this: student name, student names. So I could say for arrays it is indexing and it starts with 0. So if I say 0, that would be Kakoza. So this is how you can access 1. That's Alan. I could also say .count to find out the number of items that I have in my array, and the count says 3. If I say count.getType, you find out that that's an integer. You see, so that's it about variables in UiPath. The other thing that maybe you should notice, that while naming your variables, you try to give them informative descriptive names. It's not good behavior to name variables like X, Y, unless you're dealing with maybe X and Y coordinates. That's when these can come in handy, but try to always give informative names so that if another RP developer comes and looks at your code, is able to understand what's happening. Okay, so that's it about the variables in UiPath. If you did find the video useful, consider subscribing and also hit the bell icon so that you can always be notified when I make new uploads. Yeah, see you in the next video. I'm out.